Hi, this is Jack's Cowboys. Had a great win last week at Tampa Bay, and I'm feeling pretty good about it. That's pretty cool. But earlier this week, I was looking at some of my old archives here from the Cowboys back in '82 when they had the big game against San Francisco. Lost that one. I was a fan way back then, and this Randy White here. Got pictures. Remember, it's 38-0 going into that game. There's Too Tall Jones sacking Williams there. But we got a few things to talk about. Dallas won the Tampa Bay Bucs in a well-played game. Utilizing the strength of the new receiving core without Terrell Owens. Patrick Crayton had the most yards and looked faster with better technique. He looks like he's in a higher category of receiver, maybe like Drew Pearson. Roy Williams looked a lot like T.O. on that long bomb catch, accelerating past two defenders after the catch. And Romo looked pretty good, but he overthrew Austin on a long pass, and he should have thrown one higher to Bennett in back of the end zone instead of throwing it behind him, because he's really tall, and that's his catch that's his bread and butter catch that Martell has bent, that high catch, and that could have been a touchdown. So Romo started out kind of slow, but later on he got put on the steam. And he had a career high 343 yards with 3 touchdown catches, spread out to the receivers. First Austin, then Roy Williams after the half, and polishing off with Crayton with 3 touchdowns altogether. Overall, it was a great offensive passing day, and Marietta Barber looked really good. But defensively, we started letting Cadillac Williams make big gains. But later on, the defense adjusted and shut him down in the second half. I think pretty much he wasn't making the big gains that he was. But even though there was no sacks, the D line was really close with a lot of pressures on the left, which really was throwing erratically. With the pressure that was put on, Marcus Spears put a big lick on him, and it kind of shook him up. It looked like there. I've seen Spears on an interview. He said that believe him that it was it changed his shook him up quite a bit. And I'm kind of glad this Joe DeCamillis, the new special teams guy, is on the sidelines, because he really looks inspirational on them sidelines, directing things. You can tell that he's more into it. The old special teams coach, I never even seen him. I don't even know what he looks like. But they showed this DeCamillis on the sidelines. He suffered injury, was almost paralyzed in that collapse of the indoor facility from the high winds this past summer. He had a neck brace on for a while, but now he's got a stiff head on the sidelines, but he's still able to do his job, so it's pretty good. Okay, and we even seen a blocked field goal, and big gains of like 38 yards with Felix Jones running. But I'd rather see Felix Jones just doing a running back, not risking him with injuries, as one of the sportscasters for Dallas said. Players that were most impressive were Sessenbaugh, made key tackles and was always around the ball defending catches. He's the best looking safety I've seen in a while for Dallas there. He can give licks on like Roy Williams, but he can also defend the ball, which Roy couldn't do. Crayton was most impressive and improved with his abilities in the receiving. Dallas Cowboys show Shango that I watch, he says that he's a true warrior in that one, so I believe the same thing. Tony Romo didn't throw no interceptions in this game and was very proficient. There wasn't any major injuries, but there was some minor injuries. Seeing DeMarcus Ware get a so-called dinger it was kind of a scare seeing him laying on the ground and right at the start of the game, and I thought, oh no, here we go, losing our best sack guy right in the first series of the game. So it was good to see him get up. But Jerry Jones said that in an interview that slowed him down during the game. The kind of shook him up where he couldn't get the pass rush. He didn't have the strength after that injury to be in perfect form, which he usually is. So, see my nephews Chris and Andrew. They told me Romo was injured, and I heard it was slightly in the ankle. I didn't hear anything of it until they told me. But Philip said it wasn't serious at all, so if I didn't hear about it, it must not be very serious, I believe. I just got through reading the website, and Felix Jones got his hamstring hurt. That slowed him down. But we'll be practicing Wednesday, so I don't know what's going to happen there, if he's going to be in top shape or not, but they might alternate with choice as they did in the game if it bothers him. But I expect him to explode some runs on the next game. That's why maybe he didn't do it in this game. They kind of took him out on that game. So Jerry Jones says the new stadium will be rocking with noise and energy. They'll be collegiate-like. So that's good. We'll need it because the Giants need to get knocked down off of their standing high. They are so praised by the media, the Giants are, and predicted to go to the Super Bowl. Sportscasters weren't even hesitant after Monday night's game to pick the Giants in this one and underestimate Dallas's abilities to win this one. They're saying the Bucs weren't a very good team and dismissed the win in Tampa last week as an easy game. And that's how it usually is. But the Giants, since that since the devastating loss in the playoffs in 2007, I rate that loss in 2007. I rate that as the worst loss for the Cowboys I ever seen since the 82 loss, the catch against San Francisco. because the Giants barely made the playoffs in that year, and it was just a kind of a stroke of luck that they won that one, because Dallas looked like they were going to have it. I look for Ware, Felix, and Bennett to come through with the win, and Terrence Newman will make a big game-changing play to propel the win. Okay, Cowboys win these Giants.